What is up, YouTube? It is Duke here, and this is my first video since the update dropped. I know most of you are sad about that. I've been getting flooded with emails daily about where I've been, but I've been letting the big dogs take the stage and sitting back in the cut, just waiting to check out some new content. Pretty much this video is going to be old content. We're going to jump into some Town Hall 9 war attacks. We're going to check out our old faithful Hghb. I know Bradley here in Cerveza is just dumping this attack on guys and just taking them out left and right. Pretty much since the update, people have been scrambling to find the new meta. And sitting here at Town Hall 9, some of these guys are wondering, are we going spam hog attacks here? We're going to throw them out. But my guys are still going with the old school Hghb, which isn't terribly old school. But it's pretty much one that has been consistent for the last maybe 6 months or so, something like that. So I'm going to show you some replays here showing you on a couple different bases, different styles, that the Hghb is still valid at Town Hall 9. And for the most part, should be a go-to attack unless you are pretty confident in your aerial skills or your spamming of some mass hogs. But still, these bases that you're seeing these guys go up against here, they're not the best bases that you'll find in Clash at the Town Hall 9 level, but they're pretty consistent with your standard farm wars, unless you're in the top tier war clans and they're showing off some beastly Town Hall 9s, which for the most part, what I've seen over the last year or so, most clans aren't. They're facing these bases right here that you're seeing. People are calling me up, they're messaging me, they're emailing me, they're saying, yo, Duke, I'm hitting just standard bases. I'm not hitting these maxed out Town Hall 9s. What should I use? What should we go to? And people tend to overthink it. But if you look at some of these attacks, they're pretty straightforward. You know, you're finding your good spot to funnel. You're dropping your giants in, dropping the healers, getting your funnel down, dropping the bowlers and your heroes behind, just going through and looking for a good time to drop your hogs in here. 2 out of these 3 attacks are done by Bradley, and Bradley is one of our beast Town Hall 9 attackers. He pretty much always brings his A game. For the most part, he is a Hghb specialist. Here and there, he'll mix it up just depending on the base layouts and what we're going up against. But here against these guys from Legion of Chaos, old school anti-2 bases that you may have seen like a year ago. Before the old trend hit. As you can see, wonderful job here. Check out his army comp, what he's bringing in the mix. Here we go with a rushed Town Hall 10. A little bit of a bigger compartment here. Weak walls, weak defenses for the most part. But like I said, he's number 12 on our war map in this war against Legion of Chaos. Hitting number 16, which is pretty common. We're looking for guys to go between 4 and 5 below their mirror, only because the rest of the guys up top are just taking care of business. So these lower guys that are in the mid war map, if they're taking care of their business, it makes life a lot easier for our Town Hall 10 or 9.5s or Town Hall 11 guys, just to go through and get their job done. So Bradley with another Hghb here, just pummeling his way through. Watch where he's bringing in the hogs. I think in this attack here, so his hogs get wasted up about 1 o'clock by, I think there's a double spring trap in there, which if you're defending against some of these attacks here, your trap placement is a necessity here. Watch those hogs just go flying, boom, gone, going through. But pretty much by then he's got 65% of this base taken out. Minimal defenses left by that time. These hogs are so strong, so OP now that they're going through. If they're getting taken out by spring traps and bombs that are put together, which really now with the buff on these hogs now, you're not really seeing that. So it's the spring traps that are critical. But by the time they get booted on out by those traps, there's pretty much nothing that Hghb has left to do except sit there and just watch his base get taken out. Still all kinds of firepower rolling through here, taking out this base, and Hghb's just watching a triple right in his lap here. So wonderful attack, great 6-pack in this war by Bradley. Next one we're going to jump into is an attack by AVP, which is a violent psycho. Wonderful attack here. He's another Hghb specialist. He switches it up a little bit, flips the script, and brings some rage in for the bowlers that you'll see once they drop down and punch their way through. He's also going to bring a jump in there for the core. I know some people like to use Earthquake. I would highly recommend against using Earthquake. I just think it's just such a huge waste of your spells here. Dropping that jump in there, level 2 jump still will hang for quite a long time, and this will allow his troops just to get through and just smother this core. Like I said, he raged those bowlers, which is an excellent thing to do, and they just catapult through. He's already at 50% through this base. It's an 8.5. AVP himself is an 8.5, so he's number 17, hitting number 17. So Faliki just is getting pummeled here, and a wonderful attack here by AVP just going through. I don't think Hogs last very long here, but enough to take out enough of these defenses where there's not a ton of heavy power left here. You got a cannon, you got archer towers left. Not a lot going on here other than some outlying storages, pumps, mines, drills. You got builder huts here, which we're a little bit feisty here. You got a builder hut at 6 o'clock south and a builder hut at 6 o'clock north of that. So as you'll see, what will pan out, and he just has these little feisty builder huts, which thankfully it was an overkill here because he was able to come back and pick this up. I know usually like to have 1 or 2 cleanup troops, but bam, he goes through and knocks that out. So wonderful attack here. Like I said, post update, if you're looking for that meta, your Town Hall 9, go back to your old trusty Hghb. Any questions, concerns, issues, drop a comment down below, hit a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And I thank you guys. Later.